What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000, I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to Romancing SaGa Re universe. This is a brand new hero collector that is currently in closed beta, so if you do not mind your progress being wiped at the end of the month, do feel free to download this game using the links below this video. So, let's go ahead and get started. Now you guys all know I really don't like to spend a lot of time in closed betas because I don't want my progress to be wiped either, but you know what? I'll go ahead and do that for you, so you ain't got to worry about it. Taking it from the top, here are all the heroes that I have collected thus far in this game. Now, in Romancing SaGa Re universe, they do not call them heroes, they actually call them styles. So here are all the styles that I have collected, starting from the top, my boy Hector here, and I have got to say that I absolutely adore this art style, this like old school 2D watercolor art style that was very prominent like back in the days with like Final Fantasy 3, 4, 6, I don't think 7, 8, or not. I don't think they've used it since. I could be wrong. And obviously through a lot of the Romancing SaGa games, they use this art style as well. It just looks so cool to me, especially like this 80s punk rock hair and headband. Like I really like this art style. So I kind of wish all of the characters look like this. But I do realize that this game kind of goes through the timeline of Romancing SaGa games. So not all of them are going to share the same exact art style. Like this one, it looks good, but I much rather have like this watercolor style. So we'll go through a few more over here. Like this one right here. I mean, she looks good, but I feel like I can see a character that looks like these anywhere. This right here, look at my little lizard homie over here with this cool like watercolor style. I really like this art style, and it might just be my nostalgia talking. I know some people that may have probably never played like Final Fantasy 4 or something like that, never looked through the instruction manual of the game, or like, man, this art style looks whack. I love it. Like this right here, 2 HD for me, man, 2 HD. Give me some of that SD love, you know what I'm talking about? So we'll go through a few more. Like, yeah, these don't really do much for me. This is my favorite character thus far, though. Once again, 80s hair with little fitness instructor workout headband there. The hoop earrings. You guys know about them hoop earrings. You know. Go through a few more of them here. We've got a purple lobster dude. Like, look at my boy here. Let's zoom on and look at this. Like, he literally looks like a rock star. He might actually be a rock star. I don't know. I'm Ward and I'm broke. There you go. Story of our lives. All right, so there is a few of the characters here that I've collected thus far. All the characters that I have are just via the free-to-play currency and tickets that the game has been giving. I don't know if the game is going to be as giving once the game is out of closed beta. We'll have to see once the game hits global launch. Here's the squad that I'm currently running with. As you guys can see, you can bring 5 characters to combat here, all with weapons, armor, a little kind of a armor piece that's either like a glove or a boot, and of course like a little accessory slot. You can set up different formations for them to stand in. So right now I'm kind of using free for all, but I also have this little cross, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this one for right now. There you go. And then of course, in addition to that, and this is kind of we're gonna talk about this a little bit later as well, you can also equip each one of these characters with an inherited skill that they get from other styles that are related to the character. And once again, that's gonna make more sense once we kind of get back to upgrading your characters and that kind of stuff. So that is that. Let's go ahead and jump over into combat. The UI, while it looks like it's a little dated, it's very functional. Literally, you want to go do some stuff, press this button. You want to literally go do anything, press that button. So right now in the game, there's like a main storyline. So as you guys can see, you're going to kind of go through the story. And I have actually been reading the story here. Usually when I play hero collectors, I give it like the first 30 minutes to make me interested. And if I'm not interested in 30 minutes, I'm out. I don't read anything else. I'm skipping. Here, I didn't skippy. So that's very good. As you guys can see, there's multiple stars here. Each star represents a difficulty level. So once you beat this entire chapter on normal, you'll come back on hard, very hard, etc., until you have a 3-star on each one of these. So that's that. So that's your main story. There's an event that I'll show you here in a second. And you have your daily resource grind, which I'm actually going to do here in this video. I'm going to go back over here because I don't think I can beat level 3. So let's go ahead and jump into combat. This game does have a stamina-based system here. And away we go. So right off the bat, some people are either gonna love it or they're gonna hate it. I love like the 2D backgrounds, or I'm gonna put it on auto just for a second. The 2D backgrounds are very clean and very new looking, but obviously the sprites have that old school vibe with them. So you're either gonna love or hate that. I do really like this. I mean, I liked it in Last Claudia, I liked it in Final Fantasy Record Keeper, but once again, this is what I grew up with. So maybe, you know, you've seen this for the first time. It looks just really messy and pixelated. I get that. Totally understand. When it comes to the actual combat itself, pretty straightforward, pretty JRPG style turn-based combat. We're going to wait for our turn to come up. But as you might expect, debuffs, heals, attacks, stuns, all that kind of stuff here. Now, throughout combat, as you fight as you get beat up, you can actually learn abilities while you're in combat, which is actually pretty interesting as well. The characters or the enemies that you're fighting also have weaknesses. So it's not like an elemental system. It's more like your traditional JRPG system, right? Where certain enemies could be weak against poison, lightning, water, that kind of thing. So definitely like that. So for example, I bring 20 battle points into combat with me, and I kind of have to ration my battle points throughout combat to make sure that I have some left when I get to the boss. So I can use that ability, but I'm going to be pretty much out of battle points there, and I'm not really going to have anything left for the boss. So that's where the normal auto comes in handy. So what you can do if you're strong enough is to kind of go through the what do you want to call it? The trash mobs on your way to the boss, and then once you get to the boss, this is where you'll normally turn on full auto. Now that's of course assuming that you don't have to do anything special with these encounters. So far, here's a combo attack here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Go with the tumble and the cutting lunge. There you go. But obviously when you fight some higher level encounters, you're probably gonna have to do something a little bit more strategic than just throwing it on full auto. Like I said, you can kind of see what this enemy is strong and weak against. So once you get to some higher level encounters, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to min-max your turns a bit more. But as of thus far, and I have not played the game that far through, I haven't really had to min-max my attacks just yet. But you know how all these games are, especially if it's gonna take after Record Keeper, if it's gonna take after Brave Exodus and stuff like that. I assume that high level encounters and events are really going to require you to kind of min-max your abilities. So there you go. So, but we're doing pretty good on this one here. I got my mostly waifu crew here with just one dude. He's lucky he's an SS. That's the only reason why he's here. All right. Every now and then I gotta chase strength. I don't chase meta, but sometimes I chase strength on my way to waifus. All right. It's very complicated. And this deep one is about to go down. Right there, as you guys can see, one of my abilities ranked up. So this is gonna be kind of a grindy game. A lot of your power is gonna come from being in combat, being involved in combat. Ranking up abilities, learning new abilities is how you actually get more and more powerful. Love the little victory fanfare there, a little spin around. Look at the little kicky kicks. Look at the little kicky kicks. So I got to rank 20 so far in the closed beta. I don't know what the max level is or anything like that, but I'm definitely nowhere near that. I love this art. I wish the entire game looked like that, to be honest. So you got your dailies there. So that's how you get EXP, treasure. You also have glowstones that you can use to upgrade. There's also challenge modes, which I have not unlocked. And right now, like I said, there is an event that I'll do here in a little bit. See, they know it's the best artwork. So if you go back over here to our actual characters themselves, we'll go to enhanced styles. So here's the interesting thing about this game is that their characters are connected. So for example, my girl Sophia here is actually connected to Agatha. So I was using Agatha all up until this point until this morning until I got Sophia. So as you guys can see, my Agatha is level 16 out of 30. All those levels, all that grinding does not go to waste because check this out. I have 1100 EXP kind of in a pool, and everyone has their own pool of EXP as you kind of go through stages and grind through. So since I just got this brand new Sophia, she's only level 1, right? In any other game, you'd have to kind of level up from scratch. But since these characters basically share a style together, I can use that same pool of experience points to start leveling up my Sophia. Also, the cool thing is, let's say, for example, you know, obviously I want to, let that go through here for a second. Got myself a new ability, got some more points, got a lot of new stats. But let's say, for example, right? So as you guys can see, the Agatha is an S rarity character. Sophia's SS. So for all intents and purposes, for the most part, I know there's always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, you want to use the SS tier character. But what if you like the look of the A character? You can also go in here and change the look of your style as well. So if I go over here to, I think it's edits, there we go, style skins. I can go over here to my Sophia and I can actually make her look like the Agatha instead, which is kind of cool. Like you never have to kind of give up your look that you prefer just because you're kind of going up in the rarities and you're trying to use the most powerful thing, which is very cool for me because as you guys know, thus far, I really like certain art styles in this game more than others. So that's that. That's kind of how that style system works there. Let's go back over here to the dojo. Got a few more things to show here. So that's what you're gonna do. As you kind of go through combat, you're gonna get EXP that you can pump into the characters. They're gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger, learn new abilities, etc., etc. And like I said, they're all kind of connected within styles. Certain characters are all connected there. Unlocking your level cap, this is kind of where you have universal fragments and you also have duplicate fragments. So here are these little puzzle pieces that you can use to unlock their level cap, or you can use these universal pieces there. What else do we have here? These two things I don't have unlocked at the moment, so more to come on this game when it actually hits global launch. You do have your tried and true dispatch modes, so you can send these little characters out on missions. They'll come back in a couple of hours with goodies, and they build up EXP. Now, this is the cool thing about this expedition system. So remember what I said about Agatha and Sophia. One's a low rarity, one's a higher rarity. So right now I have a bunch of my low rarity characters, a lot of them, as you guys can see, a lot of my low rarity characters out here doing dispatch missions. And pretty much 99% of other hero collectors, it doesn't really matter how powerful these characters are. It really is just kind of a wash. It's a waste of experience. But here, let's say I get a higher level version of whoever this character is. I don't know her name, the blondie girl. Let's say I get a higher version of her. She's already gonna have a pool of EXP that I'm gonna be able to use in that higher version because I've been sending this lower version on expeditions this entire time. So that's kind of cool. You don't waste time when you get a new character. You can immediately start pumping levels into them as long as you're doing your kind of your dispatches right. So that's kind of how that works. In addition to everything I kind of showed you over there in combat, leveling up your characters, equipment, styles, inheriting abilities. You have a forge system where you can actually create and enhance equipment over here, evolve equipment, enhance equipment, combine materials. Hello, nice to meet you, Nora. And that's pretty much all I've seen thus far. So you have a guild here as well, but it's not unlocked at the moment. There's all types of little like start dash missions, which I assume are going to be in the global launch version as well. So as you do kind of missions throughout the game, you're going to get rewarded. And you're also going to get free characters. That is where I got my free Sophia right over here. And it looks like they're going to give me 100 of her fragments, some summoning tickets, and like a big 10 times summoning ticket as well. So very, very nice. So far the game seems decently giving, but once again, you're not really gonna know until you kind of play this game outside of the honeymoon period and things of that nature. Let's jump over here to this summoning here. So every single day, once a day, you will get yourself a free summon. Here's the summoning animation right over here, looking like right out of Final Fantasy VI, man. And I know that Romancing Saga and Final Fantasy are very much connected. I think Romancing Saga was originally just like a spin-off of Final Fantasy, I believe. I've literally only played one Romancing Saga game, and it was like for like 30 minutes. I like the kikis, man. Everybody does a little kiki. There you go. I already have her, so she immediately turns into those little puzzle pieces. I don't have enough to do a gem summon, but I do have plenty of little basic tickets here. I got 45 tickets. It'll cost you 25 of them to do a 5 pull. We'll kind of skip through this one this time around. All right, I like that art style too as well. Like, you just don't see art style like this very often. And okay, there's my boy again. Okay, she's kind of cool looking, Minerva. And I don't think I have enough more. All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is Romancing Saga. You know, my early closed beta impressions, it doesn't really feel like it does anything super unique as far as I can tell, unless there's something else that, you know, continues to open up from this point out. But I mean, main storyline, event quests, dailies, challenges, guilds, collecting heroes, upgrading. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. I think the thing that would kind of set this game apart is, number one, if you're looking for a good portrait game. I know a lot of people like portrait games, even though I feel like this is not going to be a good game to play on your phone, because it feels like it's going to be very grindy. There are ways for you to auto repeat stages, and kind of the way I'm looking at how you upgrade abilities and how you learn things, it looks like it's going to be a game that you're going to be kind of auto grinding quite a bit. So I wouldn't really say it's going to be a great phone game, but I will completely concede to be wrong if that's the case. But I think you'd play this game for the story and like the nostalgia factor, the 2D sprites, the pixel art. I think that's why you would play the game. I don't see anything gameplay mode wise that would really kind of wow you. So if the 2D art and the nostalgia doesn't do it, I'm not sure if anything else is going to be the deciding factor. But once again, this is kind of early. I will take a look at this game once again, once it's in global launch and once I can play it a little bit longer. So there you go. Look at this, man. I completed this event already. This is the last boss in the event. I was hustling, man. Ah, come on. Someone died there. That's not cool. GG. And the music's fantastic as well. Of course, I had to kind of turn down a little bit, but the music is really, really good. When it comes to fighting these little bosses like this, when it's just one round, one phase, one wave, very, very easy to just turn that bad boy on full auto power. There you go. GG. Oh, kiki. Kick. Oh, and her healing light just increased in level as well. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a look. I love this guy's hair, man. And then this little this little event that's currently going on. There's an exchange shop where you can buy some different styles here. Obviously, if you have duplicates of them, you can always use them for puzzle pieces as well. So very, very cool. All right, so I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has, look at this dog's nose, snout. You know what I'm talking about. Once again, my name is FG3000. This has been a look at Romancing SaGa Re universe, and I'll see you guys in the next. Look at this. You also have another SS character right here for free as well, Monica with a K. Very cool. All right, I'm out. See you guys next video. Later.